Page 234, exercise 17.3. This is a piece by Bartók. On the previous page, they talk about irregular, I can't say the word, rhythms that are not just regular rhythms. And if you look at this exercise, you see the time signatures constantly changing. They can do that. Key signatures can do that too. You got to watch them. You just don't know. So what we have to do is figure out a way to keep this whole thing straight. Because you got a 2/4 in the first measure, 3/4 in the next one, then a 3/8 and a 5/8. What? I need some point of reference, something I can hang on to keep me sane in this. So the common thing throughout here in this piece is the 8th note. Because that's all we're dealing with is quarter notes and 8th notes, and 8th rests or whatever. So I'm going to keep the 8th note constant no matter what the time signature is. So I'm just basically thinking 8th notes. So it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's what I'm good, keeping the 8th notes constant. So it's that 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. It's that through the whole thing. That's the rhythm. I'm going to keep that constant. But both hands seem to be playing the same rhythm for the most part, which helps a little because it's etc. Blah blah blah. You get the idea on the irregular rhythm. I said the word. Yay! You get down around the 3rd line down there where you got all this junk going on. Measure 14, 15, 16, 17. Look at the accidentals. Work them out very carefully, one hand at a time, and once you get them, you can go back and put the hands together. So starting out that measure with a 2/4 down on the 3rd line, you look in the middle of the line somewhere, there's a 2/4 measure. I'd say the measure number, I'm too lazy to count from measure 14 over, I don't know what it is. And then in the F sharp, and then the next one in the 3/4, you have a G sharp, a B flat, and a C. Remember there's a B flat in the key signature? Yeah. And then back to here, and then here. So really the melody's going. That's kind of what you're hanging on to here. The left hand, you just got to work these chords out, starting with a 2/4 bar. That fingering, I'd do a 4/2/1 because I'm just coming off of here. So for measure 20, I'd do a 4/2/1. I'll show you a little something there at the end. Starting with the 6/8 measure, it's the last line, the last few measures of the piece. So it's starting with the 6/8 measure. You have the chord in the left hand here. And then this stuff going on in the right. Ugh. I would recommend you let the left hand help the right hand out. Now, supposedly, the left hand is down and then it comes up when you get to the 5/8 measure. The problem is they've got ties in there and the ties are going to nowhere. What? It simply means hang on to it indefinitely. Just let it ring. Whatever, let it die away on its own. It's got the pedal down, but even without using the pedal, I would do this, whether you use the pedal or not. I'm going to play the chord with 5/4/2 because I want my thumb free. I want this position because that C is played in the upper staff. But what I'm going to do is simply play it with the left hand when it happens. Then I don't have to move my right hand around. So I'm here, and I'm going to play the C in the right hand, second finger. That puts me in this position. I got all the notes covered. I don't have to move around at all. Takes a little coordinating, but it works. And you'll find this kind of thing comes handy in music in various pieces. So I would encourage you to experiment with it. Have some fun with it. Remember, just because the notes are in a particular staff, top or bottom, doesn't mean that's the hand has to play them. Use whichever hand is convenient. So if the other hand can help out, let it. I encourage you, absolutely.